y'all, and welcome to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I'm Susan, your hostess. This is an open collaboration called Garden 25, Sow It, Grow It. To be a part of this, all you have to do is upload your video, use the hashtags, and tag me. There is an official playlist that you can attach also in my description box. This collaboration ends at the end of September. This year's garden reminds me of Joseph in the Bible. Joseph lived in Egypt and he had two dreams. The first dream he dreamed was 7 years of abundance, followed by 7 years of drought. So Joseph put his mind to work and made sure that the Egyptian people and people in the surrounding areas had food. By preserving our food, we can have plenty in the times of lean, and this year's garden has been a bumper crop. I'll link the Bible story in the description box below. So, bumper crops mean a lot of canning and preserving and dehydrating or freezing in our case. And where are we putting all this food? We have no idea because we have nowhere to put it all, but we're going to make a canning room out of our craft room slash bedroom. We're taking the bed out and we're going to add some canning shelves in there, and I'm slowly getting rid of a lot of the crafting items that I no longer use. Why am I doing that? Because our food is a #1 priority on our homestead. Having food that is available when the economic shifts come and go is vitally important to us. If there was an economic collapse tomorrow and you couldn't go to the grocery store to buy your food and you had no food at home, what are you going to do? I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to prepare you. So we garden, and I have been gardening since I was about 4 or 5 years old with my mother. I watched my grandparents garden and my mom garden, and I love being out in the garden. This year we planted a lot of tomatoes early on, and by the mid-July they were done, except for maybe a couple of plants here and there. We are done with tomatoes. We came back in behind our tomatoes and we planted wild goose peas. Whether we get anything or not out of that, I don't know, but it is replenishing the nitrogen in our soil. We experienced a lot of rain early on, followed by triple-digit temps and drought, and it did affect our gardening. Like I said, we lost our tomato plants early on. Thankfully, we have an Amish community that we can still buy tomatoes from. Our green beans came on hot and heavy, and then there was a dormant period that I thought we were going to have to pull the vines up and remove the trellis. But they popped back. This morning felt like fall. I came out here this morning thinking, maybe I should have put a jacket on. It's a little warmer now since the sun is a little higher in the sky, but when I was letting out our chickens, I mean, it was cold. It wasn't hot. So our garden feeds us, and the scraps feed our chickens, and some of the waste goes to the chickens, and some of the waste will go into the compost bins. All of the tomato vines were pulled. My husband has pulled most of the bell pepper plants. You'll see that in a moment. And today we're going to be focusing mostly on harvesting the hot peppers that are available to us. Hopefully you could see what I'm sitting at. I can't really tell with the sun in my eyes, but this is bouquet hot peppers. They're also called ornamental peppers. You'll see a lot of people put these out on their counters are in their garden, and they don't eat them, but you can eat these. They're perfectly safe to eat. I'm just going to pull some of these weeds out of my way. And they're overdue for me picking. So I'm going to put my basket up here so I can get closer to what I'm picking. And I'm looking for the reds and oranges. They start out purple, then they turn kind of a yellow color, and then they go to reds and oranges. So that is what I'm looking for. And it'll take me a few minutes to pick these. So y'all just hang around until I'm done, and then we're going to move to the front beds. And I've got another type of pepper that I need to pick up there as well. These are really good if you do pickled eggs. We almost use these in pickled eggs. And they give a little bit of a punch to your food. I'm going to be dehydrating them. Behind me are the tobascos. They turn yellow, green, orange, and red. And when they're red, they're ready to pick. So I'm going to be picking these. I've got two different planters to pick out of. And then I'll show you some of the other things in the garden. Strawberries, carrots are still in. We're still getting a few cayennes. We're still getting banana peppers, but all of our bell peppers have been pulled, so there's no more bell peppers. Oh, those things are spinning for me. I love when they spin. Oregano. Ornamental hot peppers, hot bouquet peppers, whichever one you want to call them. Tobascos. Wild goose peas. Sweet basil. Our bird's nest. And yes, we are still getting Louisiana purple pod green beans. I'll be out there this evening probably picking these. Lady cream peas. Okra. Okra. Jalapenos. These are the hot jalapenos. Sweet jalapenos. Mystery potato vine. Tomatoes and a mystery vine. New raspberry plant. I'm super excited about that. Drying these peppers, I'm going to either lay them in flat boxes, you know, like you get your sodas and stuff in, or I'm going to do them on lined cookie sheets, or maybe the cookie racks that has the little holes in them to get the air through. Either way, I'm going to turn them every day until they're dry. Hey friends, thank you so much for watching my channel. Thank you for the many comments, the likes, the friendships, and for sharing this content out. Take a moment and watch all of the advertisements because that is how I get monetized and get paid. I appreciate each and every one of you for your time and your patience. And y'all, I have this special content over here I think you might like.